Bitcoin went up, down, all around. Who knows where it's going now? Let's jump into it. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. Trade setup was given in advance, okay? And we had Jerome Pow talking and did this crazy little thing here where he talked and the market rocked, okay? So hold on to your socks as we jump into it. Thank you, Mrs. Otter, for bringing the tea. We got chocolate. We got tea. We're jumping into the TA. So let's look at this. Trade setup was given in advance. Shout out to the Otter Gang. I mean, you guys in the Discord, the setups were given in advance. You guys are winning. Nick out here. Ace out here. Sniper's Nightmare. Shout out to the gang out there. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and subscribe if you haven't, and join us in the free Discord. All the setups are given in advance, and you know what? We had the wiki action, but I was like, it's going to come up to this 26.2 level, the value area low of the big range, and then it's going to drop. And guess what? It did just that while we slept. Okay, so the trade setup was given. We had some sporadic price action, but nonetheless, we paid ourselves. We went to bed early. We took the trade up. We stopped out in profit and went to bed because, you know, in Australia, it's hard to always catch the big moves. But when we catch a little move, we got to pay ourselves so that we sleep like a beautiful hibernation bear that we are. So let's jump into the Bitcoin price. Where are we going now? Now you can see that we're simply bouncing in between these levels. Where are we looking to go? So let's jump into the weekly. We know Jerome Powell was a bit hawkish, and because of his hawkishness, I believe that when I check over here and I pull up the CME Fed Watch, okay? Make sure you guys get this, is that Fed Watch tool. Copy this link. If you don't have it, you got to get it. And you can see that this was up around 90%. It is now 80-20, okay? So a hike being a possibility has increased as we get closer to that September 20th, okay? So we need to be ready for just about anything. Anything that this market's going to throw at us, we're going to be ready. I'm just going to quickly throw this stuff into the group here and hide it away so we can take a look at Market Cipher and get a better picture of what the markets are doing. Let's spin that otter. Which way are we going to go? Let's point down and to the right. Okay, so we're looking for a liquidity grab, right? When we go to the 4 hour here, we look at this price action. We know that there's key levels of support down below us here. This is the key level that we need to hold, but we know that around 25.2, that level right around here is where we're looking. Okay, there's lots of liquidity down below here. So what we're looking for is this swing failure pattern where we can fire off along from somewhere down here. Now let's get more into the nitty gritty. Let's jump into the long-term perspective. We have the weekly candle coming up, and we've also had some sideways action because the weekend is in store, okay? So yes, after this massive push to the downside, you can simply see that we have a very indecisive candle here, okay? It hasn't made quite a move. It's just kind of sitting here dojing around as it does. So it's very indecisive. So it's not giving us a whole lot of information after this massive push down. But you can simply see that there is key levels of support that we just talked about throughout this level here that we are looking to hold in the short to long term. Okay, we're looking for this to hold. We're looking for the market to continue its way and possibly get a bounce from here. Okay, if not, we have some bearish cases. The bearish case in the long term, okay, we got the must hold level. We have the range golden pocket at 21.8 if we fall below here. And then we have this POC golden pocket at 20K. Okay, so there's some awesome levels below us that if we do fall below, you can simply see that there's areas for we're looking to bounce if you just pull some simple golden pockets or some volume profiles across this range. You can see where they are and they're waiting for us, but we do not want to lose this level if we want to remain bullish, okay? Bullish. As we flip down into our beautiful daily, what can we see here? Well, we can see that, yes, market has been dumped down. Beautiful moving averages have come down as well. And the 200 is staying quite steady here across. It hasn't pointed down at all. Okay, so this is up and to the right, which is how we like to see it. But you can see we've actually bounced off the 9 EMA here a couple times. So we look for these things to trend downwards, and we look for this price action like we just talked about to grab that liquidity and hopefully get a retracement. Now, where are my levels? Where are my levels for this retracement? Well, when we simply go over here, we can pull our volume level from this beautiful candle over here, and we can see that we have a beautiful retracement level here right around 28,000. So make sure to mark out 28,000 on your charts where we look for a reaction. If we do see some sort of move up here, right, we'll look for that to be a rejection point, okay? Because right now on Bybit, this is a lower low, okay? So this is a lower low. So on Bybit, it looks to be changing market structure. Now it's a bit different on different exchanges. So right now I'm not getting my whole bear suit out and preparing for another winter. I'm just trying to look at the charts and seeing what I can do objectively and looking to trade this. You can see we've also got the green dot that is pushing to the upside, but I have yet to see the stochastics and the money flow really give me any kind of signal where it's ready to jump up. You can see that money flow is in the red still. We can see that we're very much oversold. Yes, we've gotten this little green movement up and then a rejection back down. So we still remain very much oversold and very much not able to get above this zero line. Okay, so we look for this to slowly creep back maybe to this area over the weekend, and then we can see, do we get out another push down, or are we going to attempt to cross over this beautiful zero line? So we got to be patient with Market Cipher and let it bring the data to us as we're ready for it. So jumping to the 16, we can see that this is almost played out, but just like I was saying, it's come back and then it's flattened out here. Okay, so it doesn't seem to want to make an attempt to curve over. We want to see nice curvature on the money flow here coming back in. So if we start to see this dip towards the downside here, we can look for a challenge to the zero level. Until then, I'm remaining a bit bearish just because of this push down where people are looking to dollar cost average, right? I've been buying in, so I mean, as we get these bigger dips, I'm not like, oh, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. I'm just saying with the bigger dips, if you believe in the fundamentals of Bitcoin, then overall, these are going to be some of the best buying opportunities, in my opinion. Okay, so as we swing down to the 12, see, no attempt here at the zero line, and then we can get into the 4 hour here. Now, what do we see on the 4 hour is we do see the nice curvature, and we do see money flow trying to creep its way back upside. So I do think over this weekend, we see a little bit more sideways action, and within this range. Okay, so I pull up the range, and you can see the range here. We got the value area low, we got the bottom of the range, and we look for it to continue to bang around within here. And then the key thing being is for this level right here at 26,273-ish area, we want to see that hold us down. Okay, if we do see this flip to support, we look for continuation to the upside. Otherwise, we look for rejections from here and longs from down here, okay? Vice versa. That would be my trade setup going forward. Overall, we need to protect ourselves. You know, sometimes trading these things can be very dangerous when Jerome Powell speaks, but nonetheless, we were able to take the profits quickly, get the right direction, and then get out right away, right? Because we know that it is just a ziggity-zag kind of blasphemous price action. Okay, so we can see that it happened yesterday. Now we've cooled off right around the point of control of this entire range that we are trading down below here. If you pull the volume profile here, you can see all the volume is around this 26,000 area. Okay, so look for us to hug this area. Naturally, if we push up or down, we look for price to come back to this area. Looking at the S&P, we were watching yesterday, it got the massive push up and then all of a sudden Dumpapalooza. Okay, so we're looking for this to continue its way back to the downside in the long term, right? We're looking for that retracement for 10%, okay? 10%, 9%, it'll bring us right back down to this yellow line. That is our target. You can see this upward trend, but my target really is around 4,200, okay? That's my target for the S&P. And as we see these cool off, we can definitely expect the Bitcoin price to follow. Okay, same with the Dixie. We can see that we've pushed up quite dramatically here following this downward trend line. We've pushed above it here, and we have been rejected off this 104.5 area. I said if we did get above here and push higher, we would probably get rejected here on this level. And we have yet to make a higher high here. So we have not gotten above here. So possible rejection here. And if we do dump from here, you know that Bitcoin is going to pump. So let's be careful. Let's watch that for Monday / this weekend. I mean, no big action this weekend, but obviously from Monday, we got to keep our eyes peeled for that. Now, just bringing to your attention, we have not gotten up into the CME gap. Okay, so we got the CME gap here, 2,700 that we have yet to fill. So look for price to want to fill that, but we also have one down at 21,195, and we have one above us at 34,000. So make sure to keep your eyes on the prize. The closest one is clearly this 27,001. So that's the most likely situation. But like I said, we're looking for that liquidity grab and then a move up to a retracement zone around that area, most likely 28,000 in my opinion. Okay. So make sure to protect yourselves right now. No trade setups, but join us in the free Discord. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're getting any value from this content. I will see you guys around. We're moving to Canada, so I'm so grateful for every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me on this wild journey through the cryptoverse or whatever they call this thing. But I am greatly, greatly appreciative of you guys. So thank you guys. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the Discord. Much love. Peace out.